Now in stage 6 we have a rather large assortment of parts, and the parts that we're going to be concentrating on stage 6 are the cockpit shell. So we'll take these 3 parts, put those aside for the moment, and then just move everything else over until we're ready to assemble those. But for the moment we're just going to be concentrating on the cockpit shell. So it's for test purposes only. Do not glue any of these parts, but take your 2 shell halves, fit those together. As you'll notice, they've got some little tiny little pins so that you've got the shell now looking like that. And then once you've got that, you've got the cockpit ring, and you'll notice as well that there's a couple of little notches and cutouts. Okay, so when we put that together, everything should slide in nicely, okay, and line up ready for the flooring. So just make sure that when you're doing that, you've got everything in the right position, and you'll notice that that goes together nicely. So once again, one of the biggest giveaways is if I show you, and that is if you take the cockpit ring off, you've got a tiny little slot here, and you've got another slot on the other side. These line up with the inside of the cockpit nose ring, okay, because that's where the flooring goes. So if you've got those lined up, then the ring should fit on there nicely, like so. Okay. Now in the next part of this stage we're going to be fitting the instrument panels stickers. Now it's important to note the way that the actual outer control panel assembly is laid out and the stickers. So just look closely at the photograph and also on this video, and you can also refer to the instructions, just noting how these are laid out. And then once you've done that, just the 2 smaller ends we're going to take aside. Now as you can see with these 2, okay, these are going to be towards the centre. So once you've got those, what we're going to do is we're just going to put those towards that centre line down here, and you'll notice as well that there is the crease. Now with that crease we need to transfer that crease over to the sticker so that when the sticker sits down nicely, okay, it sits nicely onto these flat surfaces. And to do that, we just basically note off where they are, and then with a ruler we place the ruler on the top, okay, and then with a blunt instrument we then just run along that edge just to gently put a slight crease. Now if you want to, you can use your nail. That's if your nails are long enough. That's all we're doing. We're just going to put a crease along that line, and then we need to do exactly the same for the other parts, so that when we glue that on there, that sits on there nicely. So now as you can see, we've both got the stickers into position, and now we can take the lower ring halves and once again placing those onto the sticker, one on that side and then one on that side, which then completes the instrument panel ring. Next we're going to be fitting the control levers. So remove the control levers from the little sprue that they came on with a pair of side cutters, okay, and then with your tweezers just follow the instructions in the placement of where the levers go, and then get your tweezers ready and just line up the holes and just gently get your lever, place it over the hole and then push that down into position like so, as you can see there and in the following photograph. Do exactly the same for the remaining 3 levers, and that completes this stage.